Hi guys, it's your girl Tonia. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to be recreating this look here, or not recreating it, we'll be creating this look here, and it was super simple, super easy. I think it's kind of sexy and sultry. So if you guys are interested in seeing me do this look here, stay right here. Oh, and we're doing a whole full face. Like, come on girl, we doing it all. Alright, so to get started first, I have been really enjoying using the Touch of Sol No Poreblem primer, which came in the boxy charm for the February. I do have a video for that. I will link that right here or here, wherever it goes, but I will link it so you guys can check it out and see all the products that I did get if you want in the boxy charm this month. So like I said, I've been using this. I really have been liking it a lot. And the reason that I've been liking it is because it kind of has a lotiony feel, but then it has a slip to it. But it blurs. So I like that. So we're going to just go ahead and get in there. And I use like maybe like 2 pumps of it, about that much. And I just kind of, I make sure that I get my pore areas first and then kind of blend it out from there. Because I like to make sure that those pores are nicely covered, but then it feels so good and kind of has a like I said, a lotiony feel, but it has a slip to it. Like, I like to just make sure I get those areas and then work my way around the rest of my face. Alright, so we got the primer laid down. So the foundation that I'm going to use today is the Nars Sheer Glow. I'm in the shade Macao, and I love this foundation. And when I did the 12 days of foundation, it really made me kind of go back to foundations that I haven't been wearing a lot, because I'm always trying out new ones. So I forgot that I really love this foundation, and it looked beautiful. I wore it on Friday, and I was like, man, okay, I like it. So I'm going to be using this one today, and like I said, this is in the shade Macao. Give it a good shake. This foundation does not come with a pump, but you can buy the pump for like $4 or $6 extra. So you guys don't really need to see me put on foundation. You guys know how I wear foundation. You guys have seen my foundation routine several times because I've done lots of foundations. So yeah, I'll be right back and I'll just put it on. Alright, so we got the foundation laid down. For concealer today, I'm going to go in with the GRWM Essential High Coverage. That's pretty much what I've been wearing lately, and I love this stuff. So I am going to go ahead, I want to make sure that it's all blended in and everything. It should look nice. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And I typically like to just kind of go here. I kind of go in a little bit with my concealer. I know probably most women over 40 aren't going to go in like me, but I have really dark circles, and I really like to highlight my face as well. So I'm just going to slide that on. I like to get up in this inner corner here. And I am going to blend that out with a damp beauty blender. I gotta go wet it. So I'll be right back. So I have put on my concealer. I actually put on a little bit of lighter concealer in the center parts of my face, just because I like my highlight to be a little bit more brighter there. But I got my beauty blender and it's damp. I'm just gonna blend this out. I might have let it sit too long, but it's still easy to blend. And one thing I like about this concealer is that you can let it sit for a little bit and be able to blend it out, and it still look pretty good. So just gonna blend that out. Okay, so we have got all of that laid down, blended out. I'm gonna use the Beauty Bakery flour powder to set everything. And this is in the shade Yellow, which is my favorite. I thought I would never be able to leave this Sacha Buttercup, but I have just really been using this one, and I really like it. It's super finely milled, and I'm just gonna kind of set underneath, bake a little bit. And just gonna kind of set those areas that I highlighted in. Set my eyelids as well. I like to just make sure that I get that nose area, my chin. These are areas I typically get oily in anyway. I'm more of a combo skin type, so I'm dry in areas, oily in areas, that type of thing. So I like to set those areas like so they're nice and set. So that's that. I'm just gonna dust that off, and then I tend to not like to let the powder sit so much, so I don't bake as long. I just kind of put it on there, press it into my skin, and then wipe it away, because sometimes it can get into my fine lines that I have and it'll kind of accentuate them a little bit, so I kind of just typically go for that. So the next step is I'm going to be contouring. I'm going to use a little bit of a cream contour, and I'm going to use a powder. So I'm going to use the Naked Skin Shape Shifter palette, which has these powders. Then on this side it also has the creams. So I like that this separates it. I don't think I did a video on this, but if you guys want an in-depth video on it, I can do that. So I'm going to grab my, I haven't been telling you guys which brushes I've been using because you guys haven't really seen me on camera, but for my foundation I use the NYX Pro foundation brush, and then for my concealer I use the Beauty Blender. For my contour though, I'm going to use this Angle Cream Contour brush from Sigma. It's the Sigma F61. And I'm just going to kind of go into this deep shade here to contour. And I'm just going to, this brush is so cool because it's so skinny. It's a perfect brush for cream contour. Yeah. And I'm going to do my nose a little bit too. I don't typically do my nose, but we're going to do a little bit of it today. And I'm just using whatever's left on my brush because I don't like a strong nose contour. So whatever's left on my brush is what I'm using. Ooh, I think I might have gotten that one a little crooked. Blech. Alrighty. So I'm just going to blend that out with the Beauty Blender as well. I tend to like to use the Beauty Blender to blend out a contour like this. I like to just hit it and just kind of bounce it on there. And just kind of bring it down, but bring it up as I blend. I feel like I need to really carve my cheeks out because my face has gotten so fat lately. Also, I haven't been eating right, and I've been stressed out about a lot of things. Yeah, so especially my nose one, I like to blend that one out. Okay.
1 minute we're getting ready to celebrate Christmas together, and the next minute planning Robert's funeral.
All right, so I'm gonna use. That looks pretty good. I'm kind of feeling it. I'm liking it. I'm gonna use whatever's left on the brush and kind of hit the top parts of my head, and just kind of just kind of grab it and just whatever is left on the brush and just kind of blend it out a little bit. So just gonna use whatever's left because this is a pretty dark contour color. And I like to use it kind of lightly because it's so dark. It tends to get a little too muddy on my skin sometimes. So I just like to make sure everything is kind of blended in. It's time for me to color my hair again. So don't judge me on how my hair is looking kind of blonde and black. Like it's growing in, and it looks weird to me when it does that. But it's all good. Alright, so we are going to set this. This looks pretty good in my opinion. So we're going to set it, and we're going to use the powder side of this now. And I'm going to grab a... Okay, so I'm going to use the Vanity Planet Angle Contour Brush to kind of set the concealer. So I'm going to use the Vanity Planet brush, and I don't use these brushes a lot. I actually bought these and I did a review on them. I never posted it because I hate to like do negative reviews, but if you are ever thinking about getting these brushes, I would really suggest that you think again. I don't know if it was just my set of brushes that were sucky, but actually there's a piece of hair sticking up out of this one. But whatever. I don't know if my brushes were sucky brushes, but these brushes that I received were not that good. There's a few in there that work really good that I continuously use, and then there's some that I have over on the other side of the room that I don't even use. So we're gonna just use this one today. Tap it in there and tap it off, and let me show you on this guy. Look at this. The ferrule is already loose. Like, they just did a horrible job with these brushes. Like, they just really did. So I'm gonna tap a little bit excess because it's pretty dark, and just kind of go over the top parts of my hair and just kind of set this a little bit. So that's kind of contouring that nose out. I'm going to do a little bit here, just to kind of blend everything out, make everything look nice. Alright, so I'm also going to use the bronzer, which is in this palette here, which is this shade here. I'm going to use my bronzing brush. This one doesn't have a name. I got it from Target and I love it. I'm going to knock off the excess. I'm going to blow a little bit off because I've never used this, so I don't know how dark this bronzer is, but nice. It's pretty and I like it. And it's a bronzer that dark girls can wear. Like, yes, Urban Decay, y'all did it with this, because I bought this and I hadn't really had a chance to kind of play with it. I kind of used the cream contour a little bit, but I never really played with the powders as much. I knew that this one was a little dark, so it was perfect for contouring, but I never used the bronzing shade. So big ups to Urban Decay, because I never used the bronzer. And today I was like, well, let's try something a little bit different. So yeah, I'm glad I tried that one. So that works really good. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to put on some blush today, and I'm going to be using the Nars Orgasm blush. I got a little small, the deluxe size sample one, so I'm going to be using that today. I'm going to use just Real Techniques blush brush. I'm just going to tap that in there. So it's nice. I like it. It's pretty. Felt like this is a shade that I would use for any skin tone. When I did makeup at Sephora, I loved using this. This is one that any skin tone could use, and it doesn't look too like you're doing too much, you know, when it comes to blush. And then I like to go back over it and use my blush brush from Soho London. This is probably my favorite blush brush that I have. So I tend to go back over things with the brushes that I like to use and whatnot. So for highlighter, I'm also going to use the highlighter from this palette here. This highlighter, y'all, is everything. Okay, honey? It is so... I'm trying to find a highlighter brush. It is so pretty. It looks so pretty. And it is so... You see that? Honey! Do you see that? Oh my gosh. This highlighter, when I tell you honey, is the truth. It's the truth. What? Girl. Okay. So, let's get into these eyes. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera though. So I'm going to do that first and then I'll be right back. Okay, so for the eye look, I've already done my brows and everything like that. So for the eye look, we're going to use the Morphe Boss Mood palette. And I am going to use this shade here, which is called Peachy Keen, as my transition shade. If I can find a brush. Here's my brush. And this is a nice brown. I'm doing a nice neutral kind of eye look today, I thought. Ooh, this came off a little bit darker than what I thought, but that's okay. I'm not mad at it as a transition shade.
So just keep your head down and try not to mess it up. Okay? Yeah. I don't know.
So I'm just gonna kind of go back in and kind of deepen this up a little bit. I want a little bit, I'm gonna do kind of like a brown smoky eye today. So I'm just gonna try to get that in there. These shades blend out beautifully, like they're on. So Valentine's Day has come and gone, and I hope you guys had a good one. I hope you guys got all the Valentine's Day gifts that you wanted, and if you're single, I hope you bought something for yourself, you know. I'm married, and Valentine's Day is, we show love throughout the year. We don't really do Valentine's Day like that in my household. Sometimes my husband will just, you know, bring me gifts or whatever, but I don't expect gifts on Valentine's Day as much. Alright, so I got those colors laid down and blended out, and I like to use my Sephora, as I find it. Excuse me. I like to use my Sephora Pro Crease brush. It's the number 10. I think they have another brush now. It's clean, so I like to use that one and just kind of make sure everything is blended out nicely and just kind of buffed out. That's what I kind of like, everything to kind of be blown out. So I really like that shade Peachy Keen. I didn't know that I was gonna like it this much, but I like it. It's a perfect transition color, like just really perfect. Alright, so the next shade that we're gonna use, I love this brush, and I'm gonna be using the Morphe 573 brush, and I am gonna go into the shade, which is underneath Peachy Keen, which is Sparks Fly, which is right underneath Peachy Keen, which is this deep shade here. It's kind of like a warm brown. It's a warm brown, and I'm just going to kind of pat that right here on the outer V. And we're going to use it for a little bit of definition. So, and I'm also going to just kind of drag what I have, just to kind of deepen up that crease a bit. And I'm just going to kind of blend this out a little bit.
I view him as being sociopath. I really do. I don't think he has a conscience. I don't think he has guilt about anything.
And I'm actually going to kind of come in a little bit into there. There we go. So now you guys can really see what your girl is doing. I think this is a perfect eye look for a work look, or if you kind of want to bump it up and wear it as a smoky, you could. Because it's going to definitely be a smoky eye look today. But it's going to be more of a, just a nice, you could wear a brown smoky eye to work. You could wear it to happy hour. You can do pretty much whatever. And I'm just going to kind of blend this up a little bit and take that clean brush that I have, which is the Sephora brush, and just kind of make sure everything is nice and blended and there's no harsh lines or anything. I kind of take a little bit of extra time to get in and blend my eyeshadow. So if you have that extra time, I would take it, just because you want everything to look nice and blended out and uniform. Do you know what I mean?
Every day, Sue Lily brings you something special.
This is the exact store I was looking for.
Karen, are you telling people?
No, I'm not telling people. I just got excited.
Okay, so the next shade that I'm going to use is going to be this brown sparkle shade right here, which is called Hot to Trot. We're going to use, isn't that Hot to Trot? No. Yeah, Hot to Trot. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to take my finger, actually, to start it off with. I like to use my fingers, and as you can see, it's kind of like a brownie. A brown sparkle. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to just kind of stick that right here. And I think when I use these shades like this, I like to use fingers. This might be a little bit darker than what I planned. Man, this is darker than what I planned. I didn't think it was going to be this dark, but that's okay. We're going to fix this right up. So I like to use my fingers. I feel like that blends in this color with this color. It makes it look a lot better. I'm also going to use my fingers. Oh, that was pretty dark. When I wiped it off on my makeup wipe, it was pretty dark. It didn't look that dark in the pan, but that's okay. It still looks good. I like it. So I'm also going to use the next shade, which is called Hot Stuff, which is this brown shade here, which has got glitter in it, and that's going to just kind of brighten it up just a tad bit. But then again, I don't know. I like the way it's kind of coming out, and I don't know if I want to brighten it up. So, decisions. So I did the other eye, and I threw a little bit of blue eyeliner on the lower lash line, which I thought that was gonna be cute. I'm gonna use the Smashbox Super Fan and kind of make sure I get my lower lash. Okay, so I'm going to throw on some lashes. I'm going to do this off camera because I have a hard time doing it on camera. But I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Scarlets, and I love these lashes. They're so pretty. And Huda, I really love Huda lashes anyway. Like, her lashes work for me. They're at a $20 price point, which is okay. Like, I'm not mad at $20 for some lashes. Do I want to always spend $20 for lashes? Probably not. But if they're good lashes, I'll get it. And I really like the Hudas. They fit comfortably on my lash. I don't really have to cut them much. One pair I did have to cut, and I believe those were the Samanthas. But the Scarlet seemed to fit really, really nicely. So I'm going to pop these on, and I'll be right back. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so I have gotten the eyes done. So we're going to go in with the lip. I bought a couple of new lips from the drugstore a couple weeks ago, and I haven't had a chance to use them. But one of the ones that I wanted to use today was the Milani, and it is the Milani Metallic Lip Cream. It's in the shade Making Me Matte. And it is a matte one. It is so flippin' pretty. Like, I was like, okay, I really want to wear this. So
I was in the presence of someone who
it smells good.
enjoyed eating.
Anything I don't like. Okay, I don't know what happened today. My lips are so dry today. Yeah.
I knew Virginia because
So
at high school, and then of course I knew her because she was a neighbor.
that's really pretty. So I am going to be right back. I'm gonna throw some earrings on, and your girl will be back and just give you my overall thoughts on all the products that we used today. Peace. Be right back. I'm taking this all off at the end. Alright, you guys, so this is the overall look that we have completed today. So this is our brown smoky eye, and I love the lip. Like, the lip is pretty AF, okay? I'm super excited about that. I decided I wanted to just do a kind of a brown smoky eye and threw a little pop of blue underneath. And yeah, so if you guys have not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. While you're at it, hit the bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I put out new content. Another thing. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You could have went to anybody else's channel, but you came here. And I also want to say thank you guys for getting me to 1,200 subscribers. Like, that is amazing. That is awesome. And I just can't believe it. Like, I am just in awe of that. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. I will see you in my next one. Peace.